Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kickoff event for Cohere AI Hackathon. My name is Tejumade Afonja, and I'm the co-founder of AISaturdays Lagos. AISaturdays Lagos is a prominent African machine learning community that offers free classes and promotes research in the field of AI, artificial intelligence across Africa. We were founded in 2018 with the aim to bridge the gap of machine learning expertise in the African ecosystem. And our flagship event is a 16 weeks free cohort program that takes place every Saturday and caters to learners of varying levels of expertise, ranging from beginner level machine learning classes to intermediate level deep learning, computer vision, and natural language processing classes, as well as advanced research community projects. We are completely volunteer driven, and therefore we are indebted to our selfless pool of volunteers and students who over the past 5 years have made it possible for us to continue to offer our classes and events for free for everyone. Okay. As part of our commitment to fostering a vibrant community of AI practitioners in Africa, we actively collaborate with organizations and other communities to co-organize workshops, hackathons that are focused on their respective technologies. And this is why we are very much thrilled to partner with Cohere to co-host the very first Cohere AI Hackathon in Africa, in collaboration and partnership with amazing communities and organizations such as AISaturdays in Ibadan, AISaturdays in Abuja, Arewa DataScience Academy in Kano, and CMU Africa Data Science Club in Kigali. We also have incredible partnership and relationship with Nithub Innovation Hub, which is co-located at the University of Lagos. We are partnering with University of Ibadan for venues, e-health for everyone in Abuja. Without all of these amazing sponsors and partners, we would not be able to bring this event to you. And therefore, we show our gratitude. We are thankful for their support. And we very much thank everyone that has shared this opportunity with your community members. We thank Masakani. We appreciate the support of Masakani NLP community. We also thank Black in AI and Data Scientist Network for all of their support. And everyone individual, Futse, I see you. Thank you so much for sharing. And, I'm about to walk into this can of worms where I will maybe forget to thank someone, but I just want to know that I appreciate and I'm really grateful for all of your support. And so I wanted to, before I move on, to introduce our stars of today, which today would be Cohere, because we are showcasing Cohere's technology for this hackathon. I wanted to tell you about what the composition of the hackers look like. And then we will introduce you to the hackathon itself and the challenge. So so far we received over 160 sign up on DevPost. If you have not signed up yet, it's not too late, you should do so. And you can see that hackers are all over our different communities that we've partnered with. And you can also see the representation of the categories that hackers belong to. You see a mix of students, postdoc, industry participants. You also see experience, diversity in experience, data scientists, software engineers, and so on. And you, of course, see diversity in countries. This is, after all, a Pan-African event. So you see different countries also represented. We hope that in the future, we even bring you much more countries and more collaboration. And then with that being said, I'd like to introduce and invite Luis Serrano is the developer relations lead for Cohere, and he will tell us a bit more about Cohere. Thank you, Luis, for joining. The stage is yours.
Hi, thank you so much, Teju, for the introduction and for the great speech. And yeah, I'm very happy to be here. So welcome everybody to the Cohere Hackathon in Africa. So yes, my name is Luis Serrano, and I'm the developer relations lead at Cohere. Always a big fan of AISaturdays. I follow you and been part of some meetings, and it's a wonderful group. What you do for Africa and what you do for the AI community is tremendous. So thanks to Teju, thanks to everybody who has done a lot of work, JJ, Roy Lim from Cohere, and just a lot of people to make this a reality. And also to the partnering groups that have been so kind. So let me tell you a bit about Cohere. At Cohere, we build large language models, and we want to put them at the fingertips of everybody. So small organizations, large organizations, developers, anybody who could use them and who could make an impact with them. And these models are very, very powerful and also very easy to use. It's just an API call, as you'll get to see this week. You can use all our endpoints, which are generate endpoint, which is one that generates new text. Excuse me. There's the embed endpoint, which I'll talk about today. Search, semantic search, very powerful. Summarize endpoint, classify, and newly launched chat endpoint. And in particular, a multilingual model that we launched recently with over 100 languages, including many African ones. So there's Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, Zulu, Kinyarwanda, a lot of them, and you'll get to play with it. And we're very excited that you'll get to play with that model and the other ones, because I'm speaking for the company and I'm speaking for myself. Our favorite part of being at Cohere is the hackathons, because we build the models, but it is really putting at the hands of people the creativity that we get to see that really blows our minds. For us, data science is not about building the models and training them, but it's about the problems that you can solve in society, the improvement that you can do to the community using this. And for that, we thank you for the perspective that you're going to give us that is unique. It's very special to have a hackathon like this in Africa with great developers who know how to use AI to impact the community. So we thank you very much, very, very much for that. And we're very, very excited. I said my favorite part of my job is seeing all these solutions, all these creative apps that people create, and so I'm very, very excited for the part where we get to see the results. It's always difficult. The hardest part is always to pick to pick winners, but I always think, because I always want to give it to many, but I'm super happy to see what you can build. There's a great group of mentors that we're very thankful with, and organizers that you can always count on. We have the Discord community that we invite you to go. And what I encourage you the most is to pick a topic that you love. So a topic of impact, impact that you can make in your community, impact that you can do so for the world. And many times these projects continue on. So they don't just stop at the end of the hackathon. People continue working with them as groups, make friends, make connections, and turn this into tangible solutions that do good for the world. So thank you for joining us in this journey. I'm very happy that you've joined us, and happy hacking. I think the next is, I think JJ will tell us a bit more now about logistics.
Yes, so thank you everyone for joining, and thank you to the hackers also for enrolling for this hackathon. Like you already know, the goal of this hackathon is to empower your creativity with Cohere's multilingual embedding. So I don't want to assume that we are all familiar with what embedding is all about, but yeah, we'll just give a brief talk about embeddings, and I believe that in subsequent talks, we'll have more information about this concept or idea. So for some of us, we know that computers deal with numbers or digits, And how do we represent our words or our conversation within computer? And that is where the idea of embedding comes in. So when we talk about word embeddings, we represent words as vectors, such that we can have like cat represented as this kind of vector. We have dog represented as this kind of vector. And one thing that is very important is that we expect this vector to encode the meaning of these words, such that this vector still keeps the linear relationship that these words have. So we expect that cat and kitten will be similar, and then we expect that the relationship between man and woman or king and queen will be almost the same. But the issue is that the human language is not just made up of words, but a combination of words. So when we speak or when we converse, we either use phrases or sentences. So it's even more important to be able to represent sentences. So when we talk about sentence embedding, we want to encode sentence as a vector so that sentences with similar meaning, like you can see here, have similar encodings, and those that are not similar are also distant or far apart. But that's not just what we want. We also want to be able to encode and ensure that sentences that have the same meaning from different languages are also similar with respect to their representation. And there are several methods that exist for doing this. And this is where Cohere's multilingual embedding model comes in. And they have been generous enough to come up with APIs that can be used by people who don't have the resources to build this kind of embedding or model that can generate this kind of embeddings. And this is the tool we want you to work with during this hackathon. And having said this, so what can we do with this kind of models or APIs or embeddings if we have them? You are not restricted to these expected solutions. We expect you to come up with creative ideas, but these are some of the things you can do. So you can come up with a semantic search model, which enables you to build a sort of search engine or a sort of information retrieval system. Another thing would be to come up with a topic modeling engine or model where you can cluster topics. And I'm sure some of us are very familiar with Twitter. You see sometimes they have this pane with trending topics. And have you ever imagined how this is done? This is also some sort of topic modeling using some embeddings. Another thing is recommender system or recommendation. I'm sure we all use different online shopping platform or e-commerce sites. And whenever we go online, these sites are intelligent enough to recommend the goods that we might be interested in. So basically, there are a lot of things you can do. And for us, we expect that you have solutions that are innovative, that are user-friendly, and that have potential impact to you and to the whole wide world. And for instance, for information retrieval, what is information retrieval? Let's assume you have a query, you have some documents, I assume we all use some sort of search engine at one point or the other. You have this query you are really interested in and you want to get some documents, or you want to get the news that talks about this particular query you have. And how can we get the most relevant documents from the web? And let's now assume you want to search for this in your whole native language, like Yoruba, Hausa, or Igbo, and you want the document in another language like English or even German, French, or any African language. Can this be done? This is an example of a task that is feasible with this kind of tool or this Cohere API. And we hope that you can come up with more creative ideas, and we look forward to your submissions. And now to the timeline. So currently we are at this stage. This is the kickoff meeting, and we're happy to have you here. And till Sunday, the 30th of April, we'll be having different workshops. We have gotten a lot of amazing people who will give us talks about their recent works and about large language models. I'm sure a lot of us have heard about ChatGPT and GPT-4 and the likes. And I believe you'll hear more about interesting models also from Cohere in this workshop. And I need to emphasize that tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., we'll be having David Alabi, who is currently a research fellow at the University College of London, who will be presenting his recent paper together with Masakanians on news topic classification for African languages. And I will encourage you to come around for this talk, and I believe it's going to be interesting. In this paper, they also used Cohere's multilingual embedding for their research. And I hope with this presentation, you can also get more ideas on what you can do for your project. And like we've said on the website, the hackathon begins on the 1st of May, and the deadline, please take note, is on the 7th of May at 8 a.m. West African time. And we expect you to make your submission via the website, which is the dev post. And we don't want you to send your submission to any of the organizers. So please just make use of the dev post for your submission. And then after your submission, we're going to evaluate your project. And on the 13th, we're going to have the announcement of winners. And to the team formation, we expect that everyone belongs to a team, so we don't want you to work on your own. And we expect an ideal team to have between 2 to 5 members. And we expect you to register your team by next week Friday, which is the 5th of May. And for each team, we expect you to have a lead or a representative. And for anyone who doesn't have a team yet, please use the Discord platform. Luis already talked about that. So please endeavor to reach out to people, make posts, and I'm sure you'll get someone who is still looking for a team member. Aside teams and representatives, we also encourage you to look for mentors. So on Discord, we already have mentors, people from Cohere and people who have experience with this tool you'll be working with, and we encourage you to reach out to them. And on Discord, you can use @mentor to ping the mentors. And also, if you have issues, generally, you can also ping us with tag, which is the Cohere AI hack team. And we have a lot of channels where you can also converse and reach out to us and get a lot of things done. We have a channel for resources, a channel to look for a team, channel to look for mentors, and others. So feel free to join us on Discord and participate fully in this hackathon. And this is to just remind you that on the last day, we'll be having an in-person hacking. And this is basically for those who are in Lagos, Abuja, Ibadan, Kano, and in Kigali. But for you to be able to participate here, you need to sign up. And this information or the link you can find on the dev post on the website. So please endeavor to sign up. So for you to participate, take note again, you need to sign up. And we look forward to having you around. Here are the venues for the in-person hacking event. And we would encourage you to check the actual address on the website. And we're looking forward to receiving you at these venues. And on this point, I'll be handing over to Roy, who will be talking about the prices and how the projects will be evaluated. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask your questions now before Roy goes ahead with it. For Zoom, we don't have any questions. So over to Roy.
All right, thank you, JJ. Hi, everybody. I'm Roy. I head of the developer programs, marketing and events at Cohere. I'm very excited to be part of this hackathon. And thank you so much for Teju and team, everyone. It's such a huge effort for several communities. And we are so excited to be part of this. And even more excited to see some amazing projects that come out of this. As JJ mentioned about the timeline, we are, looking at a week of hacking and a few days of learning. And on the 7th of May, that will be your submission deadline. After that, we have some judges from Cohere, but also on AISaturdays and their partners coming together from 8th to 12th of May for judging and evaluation. So what do you have to submit? Now, it will be ideal for y'all to put together a 3 to 5 minute video walkthrough of your project. This can be in a form of a video presentation with a slide walkthrough. So that would also mean that you will need to prepare your presentation slides. Some guidelines around that would be to explain what kind of problem you're actually solving, right? What is your problem statement? And kind of drilling down into the solution that you're providing. Now, we also would love to see your technology stack as well. What are some endpoints that you used potentially on top of the multilingual model, which is primarily what we're focusing on for this hackathon? And essentially if you're thinking to take this into further iterations of this project, right? Like, what would your next few steps be like? We would love to see if you have a business plan thinking about it. So we're really looking from several angles here, but at the very core of this, we would want to see your GitHub repo as well. And if you have a demo link, do share that with us, because we would love to interact with your project too. So essentially, if you have something that you're really, really passionate about, I would really recommend you to think this through over the weekend during the learn phase and brainstorm with your team and try to come up with a, feasible solution for your cause. In terms of judging criteria, we are evaluating over 4 main criteria, basically. So number 1 will be idea quality. So how creative, original, and innovative is your idea? We really want to see how that will benefit the people, your community, your environment. Essentially, if this could be a social cause, this could be a business cause, and it really is based on your experience as well, right? Like, it is really the fusing of your team's ideas and thoughts and experiences together. We really want to see that come up front. We have the implementation of the idea. How well was the idea implemented in terms of your technological stack? Did you use Cohere's multilingual embedding? And did the solution incorporate other Cohere's endpoint, right? Like, this is not mandatory, but there are several things that you can fuse together, which makes it even more of an exciting product. Potential impact, does this solution have real world impact? What kind of value does it bring for users around the world, potentially? And your pitching, how well you communicate your idea to us, and how well it's articulated in terms of the value. Now, there is also one other element that has not been that we didn't announce that, but like we will be taking into consideration, is the popular vote. So once you have submitted your projects, you will be able to look at other people's projects. We are all about uplifting each other and ensuring that everyone learns from this outcome. So vote for your favorite project. We will take that into consideration when we evaluate the judging. Last but not least, prizes. We have several prizes, and this is really awesome. So first place, we have $1,000 USD cash prize with $3,000 Cohere API credits. This is in the form of credits that you can utilize when you do take your project into production. Second prize would be $800 cash USD, 2,000 Cohere credits. Third place would be $500 USD with 1,000 Cohere credits. And this will be split among team members. And the first place winner will get a meet and greet with one of the Cohere founders. It could be Ivan, it could be Aiden, it could be Nick, depending on their schedule and availability. But this is really great for you to really share your project idea, get some feedback, and take this forward wherever you're going to bring this next after this experience, right? And then I will work with you to build a demo package for a social media feature, and you'll be listed on our website on the app examples page. All right. Oh, I missed out something, and it will be honorable mentions. So aside from the top 3, we'll pick another 3 teams, and we'll award you 500 Cohere credits from that project. And so that is pretty much what I have to cover. I will just pause if there are any questions. Right. I see a question on how can I rectify wrong Discord IDs in the team's registration. I think you will probably need to reach out to the administrative team to clarify this, and then just to rectify the registration process. And just one note in terms of mentors, we have some Cohere mentors, but we also have mentors from AISaturdays. on Discord. So we really recommend you to join our Discord. When you do have a Cohere specific question, we would love for you to tag @mentor or @mentors. We'll clarify that in just a bit, and @Cohere. So that will actually notify our Cohere team on Discord to jump in to help clarify any questions. We have a number of people on standby. If not, we'll have folks from the AISaturdays team to assist on this as well. Yeah, and with that, this will come to the end of my sharing. Really excited to see everyone's projects. Super, super excited, and good luck and all the best to everyone.
Wow, thank you so much, Roy, Jesujoba, and Luis for that wonderful presentation. And thank you everyone for tuning in.